I'm very happy to be here with John Collver, who's I call him a local legend in this business. And I just was talking to John. He says it's been 51 years you've been in this business. Is that correct, John? Yes. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started doing this, and a little bit about your history, just for someone who doesn't really know much about you?
Oh, yeah. I started out with my parents coming to the air shows when I was a little kid, watching the Blue Angels and Thunderbirds flying F-100s and the F-11 Tigers back in the day, and I got hooked on it, and go to the airport on the weekends from school, ride my bicycle out there, and we got hooked. I got hooked, and then got my flight instructor rating, my ratings, including my flight instructor rating, turning around, so I'm making money flying, and that was a great deal. But because that air show background, I kind of stuck around the air shows, just quite enjoyed them. And that's why I'm here now. Actual air shows, I've been flying for 43 years now in the T-6 called War Dog. And it's actually an SNJ built for the Navy, and it's a true Marine aircraft based at El Toro, which is now the Great Park in Orange County. And the aircraft is, again, a true Marine, and the aircraft is, well, because of that, we're saluting the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps, and which is this year. So we're at this show, Miramar, a few of the other bases, giving a salute from the heritage side of the house. And it's nice that seeing the next generation of people coming in, kids, seeing this, taking interest in it. We're here to inspire them to see the historical side of where this all came from, seeing my aircraft do the demonstrations, and then the next thing up, they'll see an F-35 doing what it's doing now. And it's great. It's just a good feeling to be part of history.
Well, that's wonderful. About how many air shows are you doing a year now? And are you mostly kind of a West Coast air show person, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm a West Coast kind of guy. I was up to like 25 shows a year, and it dropped down to 20. Right now, I'm down to about less than 15.
Okay, I do see you doing some local things like Bang on the Bay and different things like that. Is that something?
You'll see me doing a lot of the local stuff too. We're more getting into that too, so we can kind of spread the word around in different areas of population, not just air show. And so it's kind of nice. We get our aircraft together and we do the shows, like you say, the Big Bang on the Bay, the Queen Mary on July 4th, a few special locations and events in Southern California. Memorial Day weekend, salute to the veterans, and so on. And so we're into that to get a lot more variety in there, a lot more cross-section people.
Yeah, well, do you think you have any plans this year for, this might be kind of loud here. I was ready for the exposure there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you have any plans for the July 4th celebration on the Los Alamitos Army Airfield? Have you done that before? Done a flyover there?
Which one?
Los Alamitos Army Airfield.
Oh, no.
When you're doing Bang on the Bay, I know it's really close, so I don't know if you ever...
we just end up flying the Big Bang on the Bay, and then the next day we fly a couple events on 4th of July, and one of them is the Queen Mary, salute to our country. And it's nice to be part of that, and we're an ongoing crowd pleaser for there, because most fireworks shows are just that, picnic and barbecue, and then the fireworks, but they reach out and several other strategic locations ask for flyovers, and we do the history part of it.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the educational aspect of it, the inspiration of younger children, younger people? I don't know if you caught all that, because it's a little bit loud. We're talking about the educational aspect and what you do in that regard, inspiring young pilots, that kind of thing. Is that a big part of what you like to do?
Yes, it is. Inspiring the next generation out here for aviation in general, and then the Marine Corps, the Navy, Army, the Air Force, all the military. That's what we do. That's where I came from. So I enjoyed that, and I enjoy seeing these, talking to the young kids in the crowd, and they just look up at you like you're a veteran of an ace of World War II, like I looked up to those guys, which are just about all gone now, which is sad. So we're keeping it going, and hopefully I pass this on and let more kids come into this world and enjoy it.
Yeah. Have you seen people that you've mentored or people that you've talked to grow up to be
Yes.
pilots, and I'm sure you see that. Is that a very common thing for you to see?
Yes, actually, I have. I've got right off the top of my head, I got one guy that's a United airline captain now for 777s. That he was a young guy, and his dad was a captain for United too. That helps. And then I've had a couple of them fly with military, and one I met several years ago. He's a C-130 pilot doing flight tests and stuff up at Edwards and other places. And it's kind of nice to run into these guys, especially like at air shows. They see my name and they come over and they go, "Oh my gosh, class reunion."
Well, you must have just countless people in your life that you've become friends with through what you're doing, and people that you've been very impressed with what they've done after you've talked to them and maybe mentored them to a certain extent.
Yes.
That must be very heartwarming. It must be a great feeling.
Yeah, I feel like mission's accomplished when I can do that, see that happening. The full circle. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that would be what I would, that's the way I think too.
Yeah.
So that would be, I'm always trying to inspire younger people when I can.
Yeah.
And you're in a perfect position to do that.
Yeah.
And I think that many people really look up to you. I know that I'll just kind of finish because I know limited time here, but I think I know how many people of my friends. I'm an aviation photographer,
right,
and very involved in Southern California, and I can't tell you how many people have spoken very highly of you.
Oh, great.
And not only just your skills in the air, but just as a people that I know you personally.
Yeah.
So it's just a pleasure to really shake your hand today and get to know you a little bit more face to face. I know we've kind of run across each other over the years, but it's just a real pleasure for me too, and an honor to have some time to spend with you today.
Yeah, that's great. Look me up on Facebook, like we do anyway.
I will. I'm going to just hop in the frame and shake hands, and then just see if I can. Maybe we'll both be in frame. So yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay,
it's a
well,
real
thank
honor
you.
to talk with you.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time.
You got it.
All right, man.
Take care.